your mouth shut, damn it.
Whatever do you mean? I mean that each of us will act as each other's torturers.
Well, in that case, I would like to know a little bit more about whom I'll have to deal with.
There's nothing more to learn. You know already.
You're wrong. We know nothing. Nothing that counts. Maybe if we are frank, we can help each other to climb out of hell and find redemption. So, Albert, you, why are you here?
I haven't a notion. They wouldn't tell me why.
Well, they wouldn't tell me either, but I have a pretty good idea. Perhaps you're shy of speaking first. Right, I'll lead off. I'm not a very estimable person.
No need to tell us that. We know you were a deserter.
Let that be. It's only a side issue. I'm here because I treated my wife abominably. That's all. For 5 years. Night after night, I came home blind and drunk, stinking of wine and women. And she sat up for me, of course. But she never cried. Never uttered a word of reproach. Only her eyes spoke. Big, tragic eyes. I regret nothing. I must pay the price, but I shan't whine.
Why did you treat her that way?
It was so easy. That woman was born a martyr, you know, a victim by vocation. A word was enough to make her flinch. And I'm fond of teasing. I watched and waited, but no, not a tear. Not a protest. I tell you, I don't regret anything. She admired me too much. Does that mean anything to you?
No. Nobody admired me.
Well, so much the better for you. I suppose all this strikes you as very vague. Well, here's something you can sink your teeth into. I brought a half-caste girl to stay with me. My wife, she slept upstairs. And she must have heard everything. She was an early riser, and she served us our morning coffee as I and the girl stayed in bed late.
Brute.
Yes, a brute if you like, but a well-beloved brute.
Well, I was what some people down there called a damned bitch. Damned already, so it's no surprise being here.
Is that all you have to say?
No. There was that affair in Florence, a dead man's tale, with 3 corpses to it. He to start with, then she and I. So there's no one left. I've nothing to worry about.
3 deaths. 1 man and 2 women.
Yes.
Well, did he kill himself?
He had the guts for that. He was actually ran over by a tram. A silly sort of end.
So you got sick of it?
Quite gradually. He was rather pathetic, really. Vulnerable. Why are you smiling?
Because I, anyhow, am not vulnerable.
Don't be so sure. I crept under her skin. She saw the world through my eyes. When she left him, I had her on my hands.
And then?
And then that tram did its job. I used to remind her every day. Yes, my pet, we killed in between us. Rather cruel, really. I mean, I can't get on without making other people suffer. Like a live coal that burns in others' hearts. For 6 months, I flamed away in her heart till there was nothing but a cinder. Then one night, she got up and turned on the gas while I was asleep. She crept back into bed. So now you know.
Well, your turn. What have you done?
As I told you, I haven't nothing.
Right. Then we'll lend you a hand. That fellow with the smashed face, who was he?
Who do you mean? You know quite well. The man you were so scared of seeing when you walked in. Oh, him. A friend of mine.
Why were you afraid of him?
Oh, that's my business, Mr. Garson. You were his mistress. Oh, leave me alone.
Of course she was. And he wanted her to leave the husband and have her to himself alone. That's so, isn't it?
He danced the tango like a professional, but he was as poor as a church mouse. That's right, isn't it?
Was he poor or not? Give a straight answer.
Yes, he was poor.
And then you had your reputation to keep up. And one day he came to you and implored you to run away with him, and you laughed in his face.
That's it. You laughed at him, and so he killed himself. You got it all wrong, you two. He wanted me to have a baby, so there.
You didn't want one.
I certainly didn't. But the baby came. Worse luck. I went to Switzerland for 5 months and no one knew anything. It was a girl. Roger was with me when she was born. Pleased him no end having a daughter.
didn't please me.
And then?
There was a balcony overlooking the lake. I brought a big stone. Roger could see what I was up to, and he kept shouting, "Estelle, for God's sakes, don't!" I hated him then. He saw it all. He was leaning over the balcony and saw the rings spreading on the water.
And then?
That's all. I came back to Paris and he did as he wished.
You mean he blew his brains out?
It was absurd of him, really. My husband never suspected anything.
Well, Mr. Garson, now that you have us in the nude, now do you understand things any better?
Well, yes, perhaps a trifle better. Inez, they've laid their snare damn cunningly. Like a cobweb. If you make any movement, if you lift your hand to fan yourself, Estelle and I feel a little tug. Alone, none of us can save himself or herself. We're linked inextricably. Do you realize that this young woman is fated to be your torturer?
Perhaps I've guessed it.
It's through her they'll get you. I, of course, I'm different. Aloof. I take no notice of her. And suppose you had a try?
Yes.
It's a trap. They're watching you to see if you'll